hear the corn grow. It's true. When you're out in the field, you understand its challenges. It needs to thrive. Channel Seedsmen bring insights from the field to our team of Bayer plant breeders. Knowledge inspires our product development. From your best ground to your most challenging conditions, our products are designed to perform in your fields.
This is Andrew Carter covering furniture.
The area's specialists, from simple tire and oil change to the most complex automotive diagnosis. You can rely on Doyle Auto Repair to fix it right. Make your appointment today. Call the professionals at Doyle Auto Repair, 308-345-4233. That's 345-4233. Or drive or tow your woe to Doyle Auto Repair at 105 West 8, McCook. Doyle Auto Repair.
First State Insurance, your hometown team. First State Insurance is your local resource in Nebraska for the best and most affordable personal, commercial, and farm insurance products. For insurance outside the box, talk to one of their local independent agents. Let First State Insurance be your first choice for insurance. Their agents work with the nation's top insurance providers. As a result, they can offer you more choices, along with personalized service and the convenience of a nearby office. Call or stop by today, 308-697-3835. First State Insurance in Cambridge.
Let's sit down with a head coach. This is the Taco John's pregame show.
Welcome back to the Taco John's pregame show here on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC. I'm Trent Florman. Joining me now is Cambridge Trojan first-year head coach Kaylin Hollander. And Coach, thanks for taking the time to be here on the Taco John's pregame show.
Yeah, no problem.
As I said, this is your first year as a head coach, but you're not unfamiliar with these girls for the past 3 years. So talk to us a little bit about your relationship with the girls and how everything's going here in the early going.
I have a great relationship with the girls. They work so hard for me, and it's been a very easy transition. I've been really lucky with getting to work with all of them. For the last
and this summer.
We didn't get to do as much as I wanted to, just because I jumped in a little later in the season, and I also have to fight with a summer program for academics. Summer honors, and that takes up 2 weeks in June, and so it was kind of difficult to get as much done. So we mostly just worked on we did team open gyms on twice a week in the summer, and then we also went and did a summer league as well. So that's all we really got to do.
Well, you are listening to the Taco John's pregame show. I'm Trent Florm, visiting with Cambridge Trojan first-year head coach Kaylin Hollander. And, Coach, the volleyball season was a good one this year. A lot of success for the girls there in the volleyball season, the state tournament. How does that success help you guys coming into the basketball season?
That success is just awesome for us, because it just kind of – I have the same group of girls pretty much, and they come in and they know if they work hard and they put the time and the effort in it, that we could really do some stuff just like volleyball did.
Well, you lost some pretty good seniors last year with Skylar Hoberty, Carson Haynes, Autumn Detterding, who had, all played pretty much since they were freshmen. You lost those three seniors, but you got a good core group coming back with the Kent sisters. You got Brylan Springer, you got Brielle Miller, who's pretty much started since she was a freshman. Talk to us about your team and what are some of the goals and expectations that you guys have set for this season?
With the group that is coming back this year, they play really well together. They're very quick. Luckily, we didn't lose a lot of scorers. The senior group that we had, they were more defensive, and they always worked hard. But our main score group is Jalen and Brielle and JC and Brylan.
Well, tonight you're going to take on Hitchcock County, a team that is very young. They've only got 13 people out for basketball over there this year. 7 of those are freshmen. Talk to us about what you know about Hitchcock County and how do you guys come out with a W tonight?
I don't know a ton about them just because they are mostly freshmen. I do know from coaching the junior high that they work hard and they're scrappy. So as long as we come out when we play our game and play good defense, we'll come out with a pretty good easy win if we can.
Well, Coach, I want to thank you for taking the time to be here on your first Taco John's pregame show. I want to wish you good luck tonight, and we will talk to you after the ball game.
All right, sounds good.
That was Cambridge Trojan head coach Kaylin Hollander. We're going to take a quick break. When the Taco John's pregame show continues, we'll get ready for the season opening tip-off and all the actions right here on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
Foster Sales of Bartley sells and services Walker mowers. They have mower styles for everyone, including commercial, residential, even models for municipalities. Foster Sales offers winter Walker service with an oil change, replacing the filters, sharpening the blades, checking belts, fluid, and monitor the wear on parts. Walker also has financing available. Experience Walker Mower with Foster Sales of Bartley. Find them on their Facebook and YouTube pages. Walker Mower from Foster Sales. When you want fast, easy, beautiful mowing.
At the heart of Channel are the relationships we build with farmers like you. We call it seedsmanship. Hi, I'm Callie Nelms with Hilltop Seeds. With Channel, you'll experience seedsmanship at work through services on your farm all year round. Hands-on, customized service. Our elite seed products are designed to perform right here in Southwest Nebraska to get results. Let Hilltop Seeds partner with your fields for your success. Hilltop Seeds, success from the ground up.
The loss of a loved one is undoubtedly the hardest times we face in our life. Let the caring and experienced professionals at Lockenauer Jones Mortuary support you through these difficult times. They offer a range of personalized services. You can count on the caring staff of Lockenauer Jones to help you plan a personal lasting tribute to your loved one. Call Jim today and let him help you make the many decisions that need to be made during this difficult time. Lockenauer Jones Mortuary, family owned and operated. 308-697-3838.
Let's go! The following is a presentation of the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network, KZMC McCook. Listen online at 1021kzmc.com and the 1021 KZMC mobile app. This is high school basketball on the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
Back up to Carson Tromke, makes a shot fake, gets inside, puts a shot up and in. Carson Tromke with 6 for the Trojans. Rebound, Detterding puts a shot up and in. He's going to drive inside, elbow shot, banks it in. Back up top, J.C. Kent. Wide open 3, buries it.
Let's go courtside. Here's Trent Florum.
True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Florum here with you along with August Miller back at the studio tonight, bringing you high school girls basketball between the Hitchcock County Falcons and the Cambridge Trojans. This is girls basketball to start. Boys action will come up after this one is over. Get ready to go here. They're going to do the national anthem. So we are going to, as soon as they get started with the reader, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with the starting lineups in the opening tip-off. And as they get ready for the national anthem, let's go ahead and take that break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups, the opening tip-off, and it's all right here on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
You don't have to wait in line for your prescription and over-the-counter medications. Stop by Mark's Pharmacy in Cambridge today, and you'll see the difference. Whether you have a new prescription, need a refill, or would like to transfer your prescription, you will be in and out in minutes with your prescription in hand and your mind at ease. We also offer free daily deliveries to many local areas. If you would like more information about how Mark's Pharmacy can save you time and money, feel free to give us a call at 697-3400. Mark's Pharmacy in Cambridge. Like us on Facebook today.
Cope Family Dentistry is now Medicine Creek Family Dentistry. Call Medicine Creek Family Dentistry in Cambridge to book appointments with Dr. Dean Cope or Dr. Lindsay White. Medicine Creek Family Dentistry is still in the same location, same kind and caring faces, and same great quality service. Their phone number is the same too, 308-697-3736. That's 308-697-3736. Cope Family Dentistry is now Medicine Creek Family Dentistry in Cambridge.
'Tis the holiday season, and nothing sounds better than unwrapping the new year with an associate degree or certificate from Mid-Plains Community College. Transform your future by enrolling in spring classes through MPCC. Whether you're looking to enhance your skills or just learn something new, MPCC can help you achieve your goals. Spring semester is just around the corner, so give us a call today at 308-345-8100 or visit our website at mpcc.edu.
Southwest Nebraska's sports leader.
Ah, yeah, it's the greatest song in the world for the greatest country in the world. Our national anthem played right there by the Cambridge High School Band. We get ready for the opening tip-off here. Let's bring you the starters tonight. Brought to you tonight by Mark's Pharmacy and Know Your Number. High blood pressure in the United States is a major problem. 70 million American adults, that's 29%, or almost 1 in 3, have high blood pressure. Mark's Pharmacy can help you know your number with a quality blood pressure machine in the home to help get accurate results that are sent directly to your doctor. Contact Mark's Pharmacy to learn more and know your number. Now, here are tonight's starting lineup. First of all, for the Hitchcock County Falcons, number 1, a 5'7" junior, Bianca Tyan. Number 3, a 5'5" junior, Katie Jarecki. Number 5, a 5'6" freshman, Riley Hagan. Number 15, a 5'6" freshman, Reagan Hagan. And number 33, a 5'6" junior, Dalen Muse. For the Trojans tonight, and Hitchcock County is coached by Mike Tinas, assistant coach Lauren Wagner. For the Trojans tonight, number 2, a 5'10" senior, J.C. Kitt. Number 5, a 5'8" junior, Jalen Kitt. Number 13, a 5'7" junior, Leah Downer. Number 23, a 5'7" senior, Brielle Miller. And number 24, a 5'10" junior, Brylan Springer. Head coach, the new head coach, Kaylin Holland, their assistant coach, Logan Pabin. Of course, Kaylin's been the assistant coach here for the last 3 years. She is now the head coach. Logan Pabin is the first-year assistant coach here for the Trojans. Trojans to go left to right across your radio dial. Brylan Springer getting set to jump it up against the Falcons here. The Falcons in the all-purple uniforms with the white numbers. It says Falcons across her chest. Trojans in the white uniform. Orange stripes down the side, black numbers. And it says Trojans across her chest. And the ball tipped away. It's picked up by the Falcons. This is number 3, Katie Jarecki, and she's going to be fouled out that by Bill Miller. So the Trojans pick up the first foul. Bill Miller. Scott County with the ball underneath their own basket, far side of the floor, trying to get it in. Trojans playing good defense to get it in. This is going to be Tyan for 3. Off the back of the rim, won't go. Rebound comes down to Downer. Downer pushing it up the floor. Now Trojans will want to run this season. Don't have the height that they have. Same as they had before. With it now on the left wing. Looking back up top, gets it to Jalen Kent. Back over to Miller on the wing. Miller back up top. Brylan Springer, top of the key. She'll shoot the 3. To the Downer here on the right wing. Down in the corner to Kent. Kent looking inside, trying to get it to Springer. Now does. Springer at the block. Got to be Dahl for double dribble here. So first turnover by the Trojans here this evening. Tied at 0. Just 30 has gone out of this opening period. This is number 15, Reagan Hagan. Tries to get it over to Jarecki. Jarecki going to push it up the floor. Brielle Miller taps it and takes it to Still. Miller inside to Jalen Kitt. She puts the shot up and in. Trojans on the board first. They lead it 2-0. Timeout by the Falcons. We'll take one with them. 2-0. Trojans with the lead. 7:15 left in the opening period. Back after this, True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
At Hogemeyer, local means something greater. From our products to our people, we know what hybrids and varieties thrive here better than anyone. And we serve our neighbors in the Western Corn Belt with nothing less than the best. World-class seed offerings, hometown pride. That's Hogemeyer. Learn more at therightseed.com.
Here's to the locals, raised right here in the Western Corn Belt. We help them grow stronger. Learn more about the right seed from your local dealer, Monty Hansen.
The Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
That's Radio 101 KCMC. Trent Bone back here with you along with August Miller. Back at the studios in McCook. 2-0 Trojans. Timeout taken by the Falcons. Coach Keen, it's a very young team here. No seniors on this team. He does start 2 freshmen. And he also has 4 juniors on the team. 1 sophomore and the rest are freshmen. So 2 should be sophomores on the team. 7 freshmen here this evening. So Falcons getting ready to inbound it. We're going to get it into Reagan Hagan. Pushes it up the floor. This is number 5. That is Riley Hagan. Cross time that's stolen away by J.C. Kent down the floor looking for Jalen Kent. Down the middle of the lane. Throws up the shot. Won't go. Gets her own rebound. Pushes it back outside. J.C. Kent from the short corner off the glass. Won't go. Rebound comes down. It's pushed out of bounds. It'll be off the Falcons. It'll stay with the Trojans. Went off number 1, Bianca Tyan. So Miller to inbound a box set out of the Trojans underneath their own basket, far side of the floor, gets it in. Jalen Kent, short corner on the left side. Back up top to Springer. Top the key right side now to J.C. Kent. J.C. Kent resets the offense. Jalen Kent will take the 3 from the left wing. Off the rim, won't go. Rebound comes down to number 33, Dalen Muse. Muse kicks it on the outlet up to number 1, Bianca Tyan. Across the floor, that is Reagan Hagan. Hagan goes to the left side. This is Tyan with it on the left wing. Looking inside, can't find anybody. Skip pass goes across through the hands of the Falcons, number 15, or excuse me, number 15, Reagan Hagan. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Trojan basketball. The second turnover by the Falcons. Jalen Kent down the floor, comes to Leah Downer here in the right corner, right in front of us here. Downer looking up top, gets it to J.C. Kent. Kent trying to drive, gets to the free throw line, loses the ball. It's into the hands of Reagan Hagan. She's going to push it up the floor. Brielle Miller gets good defense, blocks the shot as she comes back and is rebounded by Leah Downer. Great hustle from Downer. Both Miller and Downer with great hustle there. Jalen Kent down the floor quickly. Springer, turnaround jumper in the lane, got it, and she's going to get the old-fashioned three-point play. What a pass from Jalen Kent, one-handed. Scooped up Brylan Springer with a great box out underneath, and then does a spin move in the middle of the lane, puts a shot up an inch, picks up the foul. It's on number 1, Bianca Tyan, her first. First team foul for the Falcons. Old-fashioned three-point play coming up here for Brylan Springer. Free throw on the way, swishes it. 5-0, Trojans with the lead. 6 minutes left here in the opening period. Reagan Hagan up the floor, stolen by Downer. Downer up to Jalen Kent. Inside it goes to Brielle Miller. Great ball movement. Miller in the middle of the lane turns, and she's going to be, they're going to call it jump ball. I thought it was going to be a foul, but it's going to be a jump ball, and it will belong to the Trojans. So underneath their own basket off the far side. Miller to inbound it. J.C. Kent, Brylan Springer at the blocks. Jalen Kent, Leah Downer at the elbows. Box set for the Trojans. Miller gets it inbounds to Springer in the corner. Back up to the Leah Downer on the side, and it's going to be corner shot from Brielle Miller. Three-pointer won't go. J.C. Kent fights for the rebound. It's loose as Brylan Springer picks it up. Tries to throw it out to the outlet to Miller, but it's stolen away by number 3, Katie Jarecki. Hagan with it now. Reagan Hagan brings it across the timeline, middle of the floor, guarded by Jalen Kent. Man-to-man defense here. Hughes back up top. It. Jarecki, 3 on the way. It won't go. Rebound comes down. Jalen Kent picks up the loose ball. Up the floor comes to Brielle Miller. Trojans on the run. Now to Downer down in the corner. She'll take the 3. It's on the way. It's off the rim. Won't go. Rebound comes down. It's picked up by number 10. Who's checked in for the Falcons. Hands it off to Jarecki. She'll bring it across the timeline. Going to be picked up by Downer. Over to Muse on the right wing. Muse back top to Ty. On the way, but it's by the Falcons. Shot goes in and out. No good by Reagan Hagan. And we got a foul here on the Trojans. It's going to be their second team foul. I think this one might be on Brylan Springer. And it is. Her first foul, second team foul. Checking in the game, the 6'1" sophomore, Aaron Johnson. She comes in for Leah Downer. Both teams going to the bench early here. 5 minutes left in this opening period. 5-0 Trojans lead it. Try to get it in on the Falcons. They throw it up top. It's going to be picked up by Reagan Hagan. Here on the left wing. Guarded by J.C. Kent. Now the Trojans go to a 2-3 defense. Aaron Johnson, the 6'1" sophomore, playing the middle. Up top it goes. This is Reagan Hagan. Picked up by Jalen Kent. Left side it comes. This is number 3, Katie Jarecki, for a 3. It goes off the rim and then up over the top of the backboard out of bounds. It'll be Trojan basketball. So actually they were in their old 1-3-1 defense there, were the Trojans. Jalen Kent up the floor. Brylan Springer gets down to the wing. Almost traveled, kept it control. Jalen Kent's got it back now, setting it up top. Comes to her sister J.C. here on the right side. She's going to drive baseline. Gets a little bump. Kent turns, gets back. Aaron Johnson from the short corner. Off the rim, won't go. Rebound comes down to Tyan. Tyan trying to push it up the floor. Kicks it out to Reagan Hagan now. She'll bring it across the timeline right in the middle of the floor. Right side it goes over to number 10, MacArthur. MacArthur into Muse. Back up to Reagan Hagan. She'll try to drive. Gets the middle lane. Falls. Kicks it back out to MacArthur. 3 on the way. It's too hard. Won't go. Brielle Miller with the rebound. Miller quickly up the floor looking for J.C. Kent. Spin move at the block. Shots up off the glass. Won't get it, but she's fouled. And this will be, I believe, on number 10, MacArthur. Let's see. It's on number. Tyan picks up her second. J.C. Kent goes to the free throw line. A couple of subs checking in here for the Falcons. We'll tell you who that is in just a second. J.C. Kent's first free throw. Rolls around. Got it. Her first point of the season. Checking in is number 2, Karsten Porter. And number 21, Asia Homa for the Falcons. Tyan and Muse go to the bench. J.C. Kent gets her second free throw here. Shots on the way. It was off the front of the rim. Won't go. Jalen Kent had the rebound. Lost it. And it's on the floor. It's picked up by Reagan Hagan. So the first miss from the charity stripe for the Trojans this year. Hagan it off to Side skip. Carter goes into the Trojan bench, and it'll be Trojan basketball. Third turnover by the back into the ball game for the Falcons. Real Miller across the timeline, works back to the top of the key. Left side it goes to Jalen Kent. Kent back in the corner to Brielle Miller. Inside it goes. Aaron Johnson, spin move at the block, loses the ball. Briley Springer picks it up, kicks it out to J.C. Kent here on the right wing. Inside, Brielle Miller down to the block, hands it off to Johnson. Shots up, was blocked, and it's picked up by Brielle Miller. J.C. Kent, left side. Briley Springer, she'll take the three. Off the rim, won't go. Rebound comes down to number 15, Reagan Hagan. Trojans ice cold from behind the arc right now. They do lead at 6-0. Left side it comes. This is Homa. Shots up. Off the rim. Won't go. Rebound, J.C. Kent. She's going to come on the run. Down the left side of the floor. Gets into the middle of the lane. Puts a shot up and in. J.C. Kent's first field goal of the year. She's got 3 points. And now a travel by the Falcons. Another turnover. That's their fourth. 8-0 is your score. 3:06. Downer back in the ballgame. Brielle Miller will take a seat. Also in now is number 3. That's Mallory Springer. J.C. Kent with it up to Jalen Kent, top of the key. 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. It's 8-0 Trojans. Leah Downer. Down in the corner to Jalen Kent. Goes inside to Johnson. Johnson spin move, but it's going to be a jump ball here. Johnson's got to learn to keep that ball up high. The sophomore will learn that. Eventually she keeps the ball down there at her waist. She's spinning with the right around her chest area, and she needs to keep that ball up above her head. She's 6'1". So the second turnover by the Trojans here. And to bring it up, Reagan Hagan across the timeline, picked up, double team now. Goes down underneath. Nice pass inside. And Homa can't get the shot up. It's picked up by Aaron Johnson on the rebound. Kicks it up to Jalen Kent. Now up ahead to J.C. Trojans on the run again. J.C. Kent with the left hand. Layup up and in. J.C. Kent with 5. Trojans lead it enough. In the opening period, still Downer back on the floor, and it's going to be Mallory Springer. We're going to have a jump ball. Mallory Springer getting after it. The freshman Mallory Springer. Downer will take it out. County bench gets it into Jalen Kent up top on the right side. Skip pass over here to J.C. Kent on the wing. Over to Downer. Is going to the short corner, turns, kicks it back up to Johnson. Get that ball up. There she goes. Gets it to Jalen Kent here on the near corner. Back to J.C. Kent on the wing. And Aaron Johnson at the free throw line. Back out to Jalen. Jalen Kent drives baseline. Going to try to take it up. Kicks it out to Downer. Nice pass out to J.C. Kent. Kent will go down the right side of the lane. Puts a shot up off the glass. Too hard. No goes. J.C. Kent with 7 points now for the Trojans, and they're up 12-0. Jalen Kent 2-5. That is Riley Hagan. Hagan throws it up the floor. It's taken to Reagan Hagan, and now we got a foul here. I believe it's on Leah Downer. Nope, it's going to be a timeout by the Falcons. We'll take one with them with the minute 49 left here in the first period. 12-0. It's all Trojans here in the opening quarter. Back after this on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
Attention golfers, Cross Creek Golf Links has a new membership, and it's the Zip membership for only $250. And yes, that includes your code that you can't beat anywhere. Be sure to stop in or call the clubhouse at 308-697-4768 for more information on other great deals. Cross Creek Golf Links, your jewel of the Southwest.
Southwest Nebraska's sports leader is the HFRSN.
Ball, Reagan Hagan across the timeline, gets it to Homa on the right wing. Back up top it comes. This is Tyan with it now. Right side, over to number 2, that is Porter. Porter back up top. Reagan for 3, in and out, can't get it to go. Rebound, Tyan though. Tyan back up top to Reagan Hagan. Over to Homa. Asia Homa with it on the right wing, gets it down, short corner, shots on the way from Tyan. She puts it in. First basket of the season belongs to Bianca Tyan for the Falcons. 12-2 now. Trojans with the lead. A minute 13 left here in the opening period. Jaden Miller down in the corner to Leah Downer off the far side there. Trojans going left to right. Radio down. Mallory Springer top of the key. Brielle Miller 3 from the right wing. Got it. Brielle Miller hits the first 3 of the year for the Trojans. And they lead it now 15-2. That takes up that behind the arc. Reagan Hagan across the timeline. Middle of the floor picked up by Jalen Kent. Trojans back to a man-to-man. Left side to Asia. Asia home guard by Mallory Springer. Springer takes a steal. Takes it out to Aaron Johnson up ahead to Brielle Miller. Miller trying to drive and wanted to throw it into Jalen Kent, but she is fouled. And this is going to be the third team foul on the Falcons. Trojans have two. It's on number 15, Reagan Hagan. Dalen Muse and Riley Hagan back into the ball game. Homa and Porter will take a seat. Brielle Miller gets it into Aaron Johnson. Top the key now to Jalen Kent. Quickly moved around. Mallory Springer at top. Back up to Jalen Kent. Inside it goes to Aaron Johnson. Turnaround jumper in the middle of the lane. Won't go. Rebound Mallory Springer. She puts it up. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. It's picked up there by Downer. Can't get the shot to go, but she's fouled. She'll go to the charity stripe. Let's thank Acres Equipment and McCook, Amateurs Bar and Grill, Brining Truck and Trailer, Cambridge Supermarket, Cambridge Telephone for being sponsors here tonight. Foul is on number 3, Katie Jarecki, her fourth team foul on the Falcons. Downer's free throw swish. Her first point of the season makes it 16-2. Also, Beck's Hybrids, Morgan Schilling, Community First Bank of Trenton, Eldorado Manor, and Farm Bureau Services, Nick Wright. Downer hits the second one. Trojans go up 17-2 with 22 seconds left here in the opening period. Reagan Hagan, guarded by Jalen Kent in the man-to-man. Gets it over to wide open. Does take the three. She wasn't going to take it. It goes out the back of the rim. Won't go. Rebound's going to be chased down here by Jarecki. Jarecki top the key with 8 seconds left now. Guarded by Aaron Johnson. Goes right side to Muse. Muse picked up by Mallory Springer. Goes down in the corner. Tie-in for three. Out of the corner. It won't go. And that's going to be the end of the first period. 17-2. Trojans lead it after one. Back after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
When you think internet, think Pinpoint. For fiber to the home, think Pinpoint. When you want streaming backed by quality internet, think Pinpoint. Pinpoint Communications has the tools to keep you happy while streaming, gaming, video chatting, working from home, and more. Look, when you want faster speed for an affordable investment, think Pinpoint. Pinpoint Communications, online at pnpt.com.
Cambridge Supermarket is a family-owned store offering a convenient one-stop shop where you can find everything you need, from everyday essentials to awesome foods, snacks, and more. They take pride in the spirit of community. And when you're in the store, Cambridge Supermarket is a full-service store that really provides the best possible. See weekly specials on the website at cambridgesupermarket.com and shop the store in today. That's www.cambridgesupermarket.com.
Listen online at 1021kzmc.com and the 1021 KZMC mobile app.
Hitchcock County with the ball to start the second quarter. And it's brought in by Jarecki. She gets it in to number 5. That is Riley Hagan. Hagan, guarded by JC Kent, gets the screen. Wing. Does throw it in underneath, knocked away by Jalen Kent. Kent sisters, Brielle Miller, Rylan Springer, and Leah Downer out there for the Trojans. Starters back out there for both teams here. Give you the Falcon lineup here in just a second. Reagan Hagan with it here in the corner. Gets it back up to Katie Jarecki on the left wing. Guarded by Downer. Trojans go to a 2-3 defense here. And a shot from Reagan Hagan for three on the corner. Can't get it to go. Tying with rebound. Blocked inside by Brylan Springer. Springer gets the rebound. Kicks it out to Brielle Miller on the outlet. Trojans on the run once again. They lead at 17-2 after one period of play. We're 30 seconds into the second quarter. Downer with the top of the key. Left side it goes to Jalen Kent on the wing. Gets it back up top. J.C. Kent wide open three from the top. Buries it. J.C. Kent is on fire. She's got 10 to lead the Trojans here in this opening half. 20-2. J.C. Kent with half the points for the Trojans. 7:10 left in the opening period. Reagan Hagan with it across the timeline. Goes right side. Get a screen from Jarecki. Hagan drives. Kicks it down the corner. Tying for three out of the left corner. Buries it. Bianca Tying with all 5 points for the Falcons. Your score, Brielle Miller across the timeline now for the Trojans. Left side it goes. J.C. Kent leaving another three open. That'll go. Jarecki now Reagan Hagan. Across the timeline. Works to the left side. Own defense here from the Trojans. Kicks it back up top. Now they go back to man-to-man. Jarecki, right side to Dalen Muse. Muse back up top. This is tying with this. She's got all 5 points for the Falcons. Reagan Hagan drives, gets to the elbow, shoots, can't get the shot to go. Rebound comes down. Muse picks it up for the Falcons. Trying to go somewhere, double teamed underneath. Now will dribble out of it. Gets out to the corner. Springer and Jarecki now at the top of the key. Back to a man-to-man defense for the Falcons. Jarecki guarded by Leah Downer. Right side it goes to Dalen Muse. Muse gets it under. Nice pass inside to Riley Hagan. Hagan double team, kicks it back out to Muse. Her shot from the short corner's in. Dalen Muse with the basket makes it 20-7. 5:54 left opening half. Trojans lead it by 13. Jalen Kent down to Leah Downer here on the right corner. Looking inside, going to dribble back up top. Dribble out to Miller. Left side it goes to Jalen Kent. Kent going to try to drive baseline. Gets inside, gets knocked out of bounds, and they're going to say she stepped out of bounds. No foul called here. And it'll be Falcon basketball, the third turnover by the Trojans, first of the second quarter. So Jarecki throws it up the floor. Tyon's got it here on the left side. Quick pass down underneath for Reagan Hagan. Shot good. And it's picked up by Jalen. Now up to J.C. Kent. Open underneath is Brylan Springer. Fence goes back and Springer turns, shoots, can't get it to go. Jarecki. With Hagan it up across the timeline. 13-team roster. Tyon for three out of the corner. Drills it to two. And it C. Kent from the short corner, off the rim or off the glass, won't go. Rebound comes down to Tyon. Up the floor, it comes quickly. Riley Hagan going down the floor. J.C. Kent chasing after, blocks a shot, comes down to Leah Downer. Downer up the floor. Here come the Trojans. Three on break. On the floor. Ball that belongs to the Trojans. Check it in will be Porter for the Falcons and Johnson, along with Mallory Springer coming in. Riley Springer, Leah Downer go to the bench for the Trojans, and number 5, Riley Hagan to the bench for the Falcons. Brielle Miller gets it in. This is Jalen Kent. Out to J.C. Kent. Top. Right side it comes to Brielle Miller. She's going to take the three from the wing, and she got it again. Brielle Miller with 6 points, both of them from behind their arc here on the right wing. 23-10, Trojans lead at 4:15 left in the first half. Reagan Hagan up to the left side, going to drive inside, knocked away by Jalen Kent. It goes out of bounds into the Trojan cheerleaders. And the Falcons will have it underneath their own basket here on the near side. It'll be Jarecki inbounding it, line across the free throw line. Get it in, the old picket fence play. It's going to be Reagan Hagan for three. Off the back to rim, can't get it to go. Rebound is going to be chased and saved by the Falcons. Muse with it now. Gets it back out. Up side to Jarecki. 3 won't go. Rebounds tipped around, and it'll be picked up by the Falcons again. Tyon out of the middle of the floor, can't get that shot to go. Aaron Johnson with the rebound. Out to Mallory. Top and Kent, top of the key. She's going to three. They're going to leave it open. Back to the rim, won't go. Johnson, the rebound. Nice underneath the Mallory. Springer shots up and in. What a pass from Aaron. 28. Back out to Jarecki. She'll drive. Shots up. Won't go. Rebound. She puts it up. 5-12. Out by the Trojans. 12 Trojans lead at 3:04 left in the first half. Back after this on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
The staff at River Valley Services in Cambridge is ready to take care of all your refrigeration, plumbing, HVAC, electrical, and trim. You see, it's at is no job too big or small. These boys can do it all. River Valley Services are available 7 a.m. till 4, but that doesn't mean they won't handle your emergency at a moment's notice. River Valley Services. Call 308-697-4815. That's 308-697-4815. 697-4815.
Your local sports authority is the HFRSF.
CMC Trip Form back with you along with August Miller back at the studios in McCook. Hey, let's thank Go Light, Happy Speed Store, Fuel Center, J Distributing, John's Kinship, McClellan, Electric, Party Electric, Red Willow Chemical for being sponsors here this evening. 25-12, the Trojans lead it. 3:04 left in the first half. Trojans led it 17-2 after one period of play, but they've been outscored 10-8 here in the second quarter. Downer gets it into Jalen Kent. She'll cross the timeline, working against MacArthur. Gets it to J.C. Kent. Jumper by Johnson down the middle lane. She got the shot. Aaron Johnson's first points of the season. 27 Trojans. Jill MacArthur with it now for the Falcons. Walking it up the floor. The Falcons want to play a little bit of a slower game here tonight against these Trojans. MacArthur back out to Tyan here on the left side. Back up top it comes to Katie Jarecki. She'll reset the offense. Jarecki left side to MacArthur. Can't. Back up top it comes to Holmes. She's into the ball game. Left side Porter for three. Drills it. Karsten Porter, her first basket of the season. Also her first baskets of her high school career. 3 points for Porter. Jalen Kent, left side, gets it to J.C. Kent down in the corner. Mallory Springer looking inside for Johnson. Decides to come back up top to Kent. Jalen Kent drives it down, kicks it out to Leah Downer. She'll drive baseline. Is going to be fouled by Porter. The Porter gets her first basket, a three-pointer, and then her first foul. Downer. That is the 15th foul on the Falcons. Trojans have Lynn Springer, Brielle Miller check back into the ball game. JC and Jalen Kent will go to the bench. Leah Downer to inbound it. Box set for the Trojans here underneath their own basket. Springer trying to get it out of bounds. Right through her hands. Took her eyes off of it. Wanted to drive, but she stepped out of bounds and lost the ball. MacArthur will bring it up now for the Falcons. We're down to 2:05 left here in the first half. MacArthur down on the right side, kicks it out to Holman. Now back up top to Jarecki. Left side it comes to Porter. Porter on the left wing. Guarded by Leah Downer. Man-to-man defense out of the Trojans. Been that way all night. Tyan's got it on the left side. Sprinkled in a little bit of zone here and there. They go inside. Homa, turn around jumper against Springer. They decide to pass it back out. This is Tyan with it. Back up top, Porter. Side. Drive. Homa, she loses the ball. It's picked up by Downer. Another turnover for the Falcons. That's her second of the second quarter. 6th of the ball game. Downer with it on the left wing. Back up top, Brielle Miller. Right side it comes. This is Mallory Springer. Goes inside there. Turn around in the middle. Shot won't go. Or of the foul by Miller on the left corner. Back up top it comes to Downer. Miller in the short corner. Shots off the rim. Won't go. Porter with the rebound. Porter. And get it out. MacArthur down the floor, going to lay it up left-handed, up and in. And Brielle Miller has 8 points now for the Trojans. That's her first 2-point field goal of the season. She's had 2 threes besides that. MacArthur picked up by Brielle Miller. Again, pass tip. Porter ends up with it on the left wing, though. Guarded by Downer. Porter back up top. It comes to Homa. Homa right side to Tyan. Tyan 3 on the way. Can't get it to go. Rebound comes down to Mallory Springer. Out to Downer. 15 seconds left. Trojans trying to push it up the floor. Downer down the right side. Gets all the way to the corner. Goes inside. Stolen away. A nice play by Karsten Porter, but she traveled afterward. 7 turnovers on the Falcons, 4 on the Trojans here in this first half. 9 seconds left. Coming into the ball game for the Falcons, number 15, Reagan Hagan back in. Brielle Miller trying to get also number 12 is Kaya Johnson in. Mallory Springer with it. Free throw line. Kicks it back out to Brielle Miller. 3 on the way. And Brielle Miller drills it. Brielle Miller now becomes the second Trojan with double figures. She's got 11, and that's going to end the first half. 32-15, Trojans lead it at halftime. We're going to take the break. We'll be back here with the Hogemeyer Seeds half. 2 on KZMC.
Samway Floor Covering and Furniture.
Comfortable, beautiful furniture from Samways. Outfitting every room of your home with relaxing and stylish pieces that make you smile every time you enter. Dining, reclining, end tables to the giant showroom where you can actually touch, feel, and firsthand experience quality furniture. Right here in McCook at Samways.
Samway Floor Covering and Furniture. You'll love this store.
Get the good stuff.
Southwest Farm and Auto Supply, your local Napa dealer in Cambridge, Curtis, Eustis, and McCook, is a proud sponsor of local high school athletics and academic programs. They are your go-to source for Napa lubricants and filters. So remember the name you can count on when you need it now. Southwest Farm and Auto in Cambridge, Curtis, Eustis, and McCook.
Napa. Get the good stuff.
If you have an appointment at a specialty clinic in North Platte or in Kearney, and if you're not sure how you're going to get there, Tri-Valley Health System Public Transportation is happy to transport passengers from within their normal service area to destinations outside their service area for specialty medical appointments or even for personal shopping. To schedule your ride Monday through Friday with Tri-Valley Public Transportation and to see if they service your area, call 308-697-1164. 697-1164. Tri-Valley Health System.
J Distributing is your local welding, repair, and fabrication shop, and they do that very well. But Theron Jarecki of J Distributing also sells lines including DeWeese, Precision Planting, Hydrobed, Stoll Feeders, and Harvest International. J Distributing will work with you to elevate your planting, harvest, and cattle feeding equipment to maximize your investments. Call J Distributing at 340-2126. That's 308-340-2126, or stop into the shop west of Culbertson.
The Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
Two Country Radio, 1021 KZMC. Trent Warren back with you along with August Miller back at the studios. Tonight's halftime show brought to you by Hogemeyer Seed. Here's to the locals raised right here in the Western Corn Belt. We help them grow stronger. Learn more about the right seed from your local dealer. Local dealers are Monty Hansen out of Binkham and North 40 out of Oberlin. Moline Seed in Fencing, Gothenburg, Freck Seed in Norton, Kansas, Bose Seed in Orleans, Kansas, and Orleans, Nebraska, and of course, Extreme Ag right here in Cambridge, Nebraska, 308-440-2652. Hogemeyer Seeds, the right seed for right here. 32-15, the Trojans lead it at halftime. They outscored the Falcons 17-2 in the first quarter. Offense going in that second quarter. Trojans won it 15-13, and that's where we stand 32-15 at halftime. Trojans with 4 turnovers in the first half, 2 in each quarter. The Falcons had 4 in the first quarter and 3 in the second for 7 total turnovers here tonight. So let's talk a little bit. Let's give you the stats here for the Falcons. Bianca with 8 points. Junior 3. And Dalen Muse with 4 for the Falcons. That was Porter's first points of her career. She's just a freshman. Foul-wise, Carson Porter, Katie Jarecki, and Reagan Hagan all have 1. Bianca Tyan with 2 for the Falcons. For the Trojans, J.C. Kent has 10. She's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Mallory Springer has 2. That was her first point of her career, too, as she's a freshman also for the Trojans. 2. Leah Downer has 2 points. She's 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. Brielle Miller with 11 to lead the Trojans. Brylan Springer with 3. She is 1 of 1 from the free throw line. And Aaron Johnson with 2 for the Trojans. They go 4 or 5 from the free throw line in the first half, 80% for the Trojans. So foul-wise, just 2 fouls on the Trojans in the first half. Brielle Miller and Brylan Springer both have 1 for the Trojans. Of course, the Falcons, like I said, they have a very young team. They only have 13 girls out for basketball. 7 of those girls are freshmen. I mean, that's an incredible number as freshmen. So from what I've been told, though, this freshman class for Hitchcock County is pretty good. So they might, they're going to earn their stripes this year here on the floor and, be looking for them in the future. For the Trojans, now they've got some experienced players, the Kent sisters have both been playing since they were freshmen. Leah Downer also had a lot of playing time. She got a lot of playing time last year. She was our Amateur Barn Girl Player of the Week, week 2 last year. Kind of a surprise, and she really picked up as the season went along. Came along volleyball this year too, who was a much improved volleyball player, and so far having a pretty good night here on the floor. She had a couple of steals already here in this first half for the Trojans. Of course, Brielle Miller been pretty much the point guard. She was right behind Callie Gunderson her freshman year. Man, talk about somebody you got to be behind, and that's tough to break into the starting lineup. But she did spell her from time to time, and so Brielle got a lot of playing time, and then she's been starting the last 3 years. And Brylen Springer really came out of her shell last year against Dundee County Stratton in the holiday tournament. She had probably not scored maybe 20 points all season, and she had 24 against the Tigers last year in that holiday tournament. Really broke out of her shell and came to life, and then had to finish out the season very well for the Trojans. We're about 4 minutes away from the second half starting. We're going to take a break. We'll be back here with more high school basketball and more of your Hogemeyer Seeds halftime show. This on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
Farming is full of extremes, and we embrace the lows as much as the highs. We face the challenges with unwavering determination. It's in these times we find the strength to rise. We hope, we pray, we believe. We always remember He created us for this. At Beck's Hybrids, we look forward to standing beside you for seasons to come, helping your farm thrive and supporting you in your operation no matter the obstacles. Beck's Hybrids, founded in faith, forged in America.
J Distributing is your local welding, repair, and fabrication shop, and they do that very well. But Theron Jarecki of J Distributing also sells lines including DeWeese, Precision Planting, Hydrobed, Stoll Feeders, and Harvest International. J Distributing will work with you to elevate your planting, harvest, and cattle feeding equipment to maximize your investments. Call J Distributing at 340-2126. That's 308-340-2126, or stop into the shop west of Culbertson.
Hi, it's Mindy from Kinship Point McCook Senior Living. Kinship Point McCook offers excellence in senior living every day. We have independent and assisted living apartments available with large floor plans. There are engaging activities and wonderful food. Our established care team is in the building 24/7, giving you peace of mind. Come take a tour of Kinship Point McCook and call 308-345-2100.
Not every business is fortunate enough to serve the kind of people we do. People who take the time to give us honest, valuable feedback for the purpose of helping their business be its best. People willing to hand over the reins to their financial future simply because they know we can be trusted. To you, our customers, thank you. Your unwavering support lets us confidently say First Central Bank is here to stay. First Central Bank, member FDIC.
Member of the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
True Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent Bourne back here with you once again. August Miller back in the studios in McCook. This is your Hogemeyer Seeds halftime show. Hogemeyer Seeds, raised local, raised right here. Hogemeyer, learn more about it at rightseed.com. You can find out more also by talking to Monty Hansen over in Binkelman, Nebraska, the North 40 in Oberlin, Kansas, Moline Seed and Fence in Gothenburg, Nebraska, Prax Seed in Norton, Kansas, Bose Seed in Orleans, Nebraska, and, of course, you can also call Extreme Ag right here in Cambridge, Nebraska, 308-440-2652. Hogemeyer Seeds, the right seed. We're right here. 32-15, the Trojans lead the Hitchcock County Falcons here at halftime. We're about a minute away from the start of the second half. Leading the scoring for the Falcons is Bianca Tyan with 8 points, followed by Dalen Muse with 4. And for the Trojans, it's Brielle Miller with 11 and J.C. Kent with 10. I believe Jalen Kent was the leading scorer, returning scorer for the Trojans this year. They've held her to 2 points so far, but she's she's had some great passes here tonight. Hitchcock County will go left to right across your radio dial, wearing the all-purple uniforms with the white number. Says Falcons across their chest, and it'll be Katie Jarecki, Reagan Hagan, Riley Hagan, Dalen Muse, and Bianca Tyan out there for them. And they'll have the ball first to start this third period. For the Trojans in the white uniforms, black number says Trojans across their chest. It's Leah Downer, Jalen and J.C. Kent, Brielle Miller, and Brylen Springer on the floor. They're playing man-to-man defense, and they'll go right to left across your radio dial. Reagan Hagan, guarded by Jalen Kent, gets a screen, going to try to drive. She does. Down the left side of the lane, puts the shot up and in. Reagan Hagan with her 4 high school career points. Makes it 32-17. Brielle Miller. Right side it goes to Leah Downer. Downer working on the wing, comes back up top to Jalen Kent. Inside, Brylan Springer. Down at the block, has the ball stolen away, but they're going to call it travel here on Springer. So the first turnover of the second half goes to the Trojans. Not how you want to start the second half. First-year coach Kaylin Hollander and assistant coach Logan Pavin on the bench there for the Trojans. Mike Tinas and Lauren White. Hagan again. Hagan trying to go underneath, gets it into Tyan, drives up against Springer, goes along the baseline. Muse has it, trying to come back to top. Is tipped away by Brielle Miller. Trojans on the run, 3-on-1 break. Miller down the right side of the lane, goes up, has a shot blocked. Great defense here by Katie Jarecki. Jarecki kicks it out, walk it up the floor. Trojans want to run. Falcons going to slow it down here if they can. Hagan trying to foot race with the Falcons down the right side of the lane, puts a shot up, and it won't go. Rebound by J.C. Kent. She misses the shot, gets her own rebound, puts it up and in. J.C. Kent now with 12 for the Trojans to lead them. 34-17, 6:40 left here in the third period. Trojans with the lead. This is Reagan Hagan with it, working against Jalen Kent. Kent trying to work on the freshman, trying to get the steal. Hagan picks it up, goes back to Dalen Muse, top of the key. Actually up by the volleyball line, so a little bit up high on top. Gets it to the right side. This is Riley Hagan. It was inside. Nice pass inside to Jarecki. She's fouled by Brielle Miller. Be Miller's second foul, team's first here in the second half. So this will send Jarecki to the free throw line. First free throws of the season coming up here for the Falcons. They had not shot a free throw in the first half. Katie Jarecki with the shot. It's in. Swishes it. Jarecki's first points of the season. Let's thank Ruggles Seed, Sawtown Center, Southwest Public Power District, Tri-State Spraying Services Incorporated, and Juanita Crossroads for being sponsors here. Jarecki misses the second one. Rebound comes down to Brylan Springer. Outlet goes out to Jalen Kent, pushing it up the floor now. Kent down the lane, goes coast to coast and lays it in. He says, we'll get some more points going here. Reagan Hagan across the timeline, working left side of the floor for the Falcons. Come back to the right to her sister Riley. Riley Hagan looking inside. Trying to find Dalen Muse. Can't do it. Going to look back up top. Gets it to Katie Jarecki. Jarecki guarded by Leah Downer. The Trojans are in their man-to-man. Works back inside. Kicks it back over to Riley Hagan here on the right wing. Goes down inside to Dalen Muse. Muse out of the short corner. Makes a nice move inside. Shots up. Won't go, but she's fouled. And I believe this is on Brylan Springer. It'll be Springer second if it's the case. It is. Brylan Springer picks up her second foul. She'll come out, and coming into the ball game is, I don't know if she's going to go back and talk to Coach Hollander. MacArthur getting ready to check in for the Falcons. Dalen Muse at the free throw line. First one's on the way, and she'll swish it. 5 points now for Muse. Let's thank Cambridge Telephone, Channel Seeds, Andrew Carpenter, Community Hospital, Corbelli Physical Therapy, Cross Creek Golf Links, and first Muse on the rim, won't bounce up. It goes out of bounds off of Leah Downer. So another turnover by the Trojans. So Muse went 1 of 2. And it's now 36-19, a 17-point lead for the Trojans. Trying to get it in as Jarecki, but it's knocked away by Downer. It'll stay with the Falcons. So Jarecki trying to get it in. Trojans going to his zone defense here on the inbound. They get it into Reagan Hagan. Hagan dribbling back up top, all the way out by the half-court line. Gets it to Dalen Muse on the wing on the left side. Muse looking around. Going to come to the right side, stopped away by Jalen Kent. Picked up by Downer down the floor to Jalen Kent. Now she's cherry picking down the floor. She goes, misses the layup. Rebound comes down to Jarecki. You won't see Jalen Kent miss a wide open layup very often. Jarecki kicks it out to Reagan Hagan. Across the timeline here on the right side. Mallory Springer getting ready to check in for the Trojans. Jarecki out of the short corner, in and out, won't go. Rebound to Reagan Hagan. She puts it up and in. Reagan Hagen has 4 here in the second half. It's 36-21. 15-point Trojan lead. They led it by 17 at halftime. J.C. Kent off the right side. She's going to get called for a travel. The third turnover by the Trojans, and you can start to see both teams are not quite in basketball shape yet. Both teams starting to drag just a little bit. Mallory Springer into the ballgame. Jalen Kent will take a seat for the Trojans. Falcons going left to right across your radio dials. 4:50 left in the third period, 36-21. Trojans with the lead. Falcons have the ball coming left to right. This is Reagan Hagen across the timeline, middle of the floor, picked up by Downer. Goes right side to Homa. Homa back up top to Hagen. Hagen looking around. She's going to drive down the left side, kicks it out to MacArthur on the wing. Back up top, Reagan Hagen for 3. And it's out to front of the rim. Won't go. Mallory Springer runs down the rebound. Springer turns, kicks it back out to Brielle Miller on the outlet. She'll bring it up across the timeline, left side of the floor, down to Downer on the wing. Back up top to Miller. Miller right side to Mallory Springer. Trying to drive, kicks it back out. J.C. Kent, she'll drive baseline. Nice move along the block. Shots up, won't go. Gets her own rebound. Tries to put it up. No foul called. Coach Hollander asking why there was no foul there. And this is Reagan Hagen with it now. 36-21 your score. 3:58 just went under the halfway mark, gone here in the third. Tyan on the left wing. Back up to Reagan Hagen. Hagen gets it inside. Kicks it out to Homa. Homa working down to the right side, short corner, kicks it back up top. Reagan Hagen gets passed down her into the middle of the lane. Shots up, won't go. Rebound comes down to J.C. Kent. The senior having a pretty good ball game here tonight. J.C. Kent into the free throw line. Nice pass inside to Springer. Back out to Downer. 3 on the way. Leah Downer buries a 3. Nice ball movement by the Trojans. Downer gets her first field goal of the season. She's got 5 points. Timeout by the Falcons. We'll take one with them. 39-21. Trojans up by 18. 3:26 left in the third. Back after this on True Country Radio 102.1 KZMC.
Happy's Feed Store and Fuel Center. Driving through or stopping in town, Happy's is here to help. A local, family-run feed store, fuel station, convenience store, and storage units all in one place. Happy's offers a wide variety of mineral, supplements, feed, and nutritional help for livestock of all classes. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 6, and Saturday, 7:30 to 1. If you need certain products or want to check out what's in stock, call Happy's today, 285-3641. Happy's Feed Store and Fuel Center along Highway 6 in Palisade.
A member of the Hometown Family Radio Sports Network.
KCMC, Trip going back with you along with August Miller back at the studio. Falcons have the ball going left to right across the radio dial. They trail 39-21 here to the Trojans here in Cambridge. Reagan Hagen off to Asia Homa here on the right wing. Skip pass across court to Porter. Shots up, won't go. MacArthur with the rebound, and she's going to be fouled. She shot it over the top of the backboard, too. I don't know, that was maybe because of the foul, though. See the foul's on. Brielle Miller picks up her third. Third team foul for the Trojans, none by the Falcons here in this second half. Coach Hollander telling Brielle, hey, you got 3 fouls, play smart now. And the free throw's up and in by MacArthur, her first point of the season. Got Jarecki, Porter, MacArthur, Reagan Hagen, and Asia Homa out there for Falcons. JC and Jalen Kemp, Brielle Miller, Aaron Johnson, Mallory Springer. For the Trojans, MacArthur hits her second one. 39-23 now. JC Kent skip pass across the floor to Brielle Miller. Inside to Johnson at the free throw line. Has it taken away Reagan Hagen from behind. Hagen had Homa streaking down the floor, but missed her. Hagen gets it to the left wing to Porter. Porter back up top. This is Homa. Top of the key, goes left side to MacArthur. Short corner. Back out to the wing. Back up top to Reagan Hagen. Hagen back to Homa. Turnaround jumpers on the way. Asia Homa with the basket. Her first of the season and her first of her high school career. Another freshman getting her first. Jalen Kent up to Aaron Johnson. Johnson skip pass back to Jason here on the left side. Back to Jalen Kent. Right side, Brielle Miller going to take the wide open 3. She's been hot from there. This one won't go. Just off the rim. Rebound comes down to Reagan Hagen. 2:23 left in the third. Trojans up by 14, 39-25. Reagan Hagen in the corner. This is Porter with it. Porter back up top. Looking for Jarecki. She's got it top of the key. Comes right side to Homa. Homa almost thrown by Jalen Kent. Reagan Hayes has it, gets it up to 14. Top to MacArthur, guarded by J.C. Kent. Comes to the right side. This is Jarecki. Travel got away with it. Ball's tipped away. Stolen by Brielle Miller. Now we got a foul on Jarecki. Going to be her second foul. First team foul by the Falcons here in the second half. 39-25, a minute 51 left here in the third. Trojans with the lead. Leah Downer checks in. Brielle Miller will go to the bench. Miller with 3 fouls. Probably a smart move to get her out. In J. Kent. Pass up to Aaron Johnson, stolen away, but right back into the hands of the Trojans. It's Leah Downer with it. Gets it up to Jalen Kent, and coach teams wanted to jump ball, didn't get it. Kent down the floor looking for Mallory Springer. The Trojans are getting a little sloppy here. Springer off to J.C. Kent. Nice pass there. Yeah, Kent with a nice spin around move. Shots up, no good. No foul called. They're going to say it was all ball. Coach Hollander doesn't agree. Reagan Hagan with the ball top of the key, working against Jalen Kent. Gets it off to Porter on the left wing. Porter back up top to Homa. Goes left with MacArthur. Gets it back up top to Jarecki. She's going to drive right side. Wild shot up. Can't get it to go. Rebound comes down to Mallory Springer. Out to Jalen Kent. Quickly up ahead. Inside the block. Shots up. Go. Rebound comes down. Downer has it. Now Johnson. Point by 16. 45 seconds left in the third. Reagan Hagan trying to go to the left side to Porter. Porter goes down inside. Bad pass, and it goes off the hands of MacArthur and out of bounds. It'll be Trojan basketball. And they played pretty clean here. Downer gets into Jalen Kent. Back to Downer. Up the floor to J.C. Kent. Back to Downer. Right side. It goes to Jalen Kent across the timeline. Gets it into Aaron Johnson. Wild shot won't go. And she needs to just catch that one and turn. Just turned and spun and threw it up. Rebound comes down. The Falcons have it. It's Reagan Hagan down the floor. Gets in the middle of the lane. Shots up. Won't go. Rebound by MacArthur. She can't get the shot to go. Excuse me. She's fouled by Mallory Springer. It'll be Springer's first. Sister Brylan has 2 for the Trojans. It's the 14th foul by the Trojans. 14.4 left here in the third. MacArthur at the free throw line. She's 2 for 2 on the night and make it 3 for 3. Both teams shooting the free throw very well. Let's thank First State Insurance of Cambridge, Foster Cells of Bartley, Hitch and Hay Public Transit, Honeyman Custom Harvesting, and Huxall Seeds being sponsors. MacArthur missed the free throw. Rebound comes down. J.C. Kent down the floor looking for Jalen Kent, and she's got it. She's going to go down the left side, guarded by Tyan. Shots up, won't go, but Tyan going to pick up the foul. It's going to be her third. That was the first miss from MacArthur. She has 3 points tonight, all from the charity stripe. She's 3 of 4. Jalen Kent at the free throw line for the first time this season. Shot 4 points on the night, trying to add to that. Shots on the way, swish. 5 for Jalen Kent. Trojans up 42-26. Kevin Martin, if you're listening, the Trojans got to 41st, and according to you, that means they're going to win. Second one on the way, Jalen Kent. Kevin's going to be joining me this season. He's going to miss the first 2 or 3 games here, so after that, he'll be with us. And here's a 3 from Tyan. Top of the key, won't go. Rebound comes down to Porter. Tipped away by Downer, and that's going to end the third period. 43-26, the Trojans up after 3. We're going to take a break. We'll be back here with quarter number 4 right after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
It's the classic Murphy's Law. Whatever can go wrong will go wrong. And the worst time for an electrical shortage is the fourth quarter of the big game in scoring position. Don't let that happen to you. At O'Brien Electric, they specialize in a variety of electrical support, including commercial, agricultural, oil field, and of course, residential wiring. So you'll never miss the biggest play of the season again. O'Brien Electric, 308-340-8204. That's 340-8204.
Valmont is a leader in the industries that they serve, creating a vital infrastructure and advancing agricultural productivity. Valmont and McCook is part of over 80 manufacturing facilities, doing business in over 100 countries. They're committed to leverage innovation to make our world better. Valmont, improving life in Southwest Nebraska and around the world. Learn more online at valmont.com.
The most coverage lives here.
Country Radio 102.1 KZMC. Trent going back to it to start the fourth quarter. Ox Miller back in the studio. Trojans have the ball to start the fourth. Starters back out there. Looks like for Colin Huntley. Hilton Parsons out there for the, as is number 12, Kaya Johnson for the Falcons. Inside, Brian and Springer. Nice pass inside to Downer. Shots up, won't go. Springer fights for the rebound. Can't get it to go. It's picked up by number 3, Katie Jarecki of the Falcons. Off to Reagan Hagan. Hagan across the timeline. Guarded by Jalen Kent. Goes to the left side. Trying to work inside. Nice move. Splits a double team. Now gets a double team again, and it's stolen away by Brian Springer. Springer hands it off to Jalen Kent, and the Trojans will slow this one down a little bit and bring it up the floor. Kent gets it down to Leah Downer inside at the block. Kicks back up top to J.C. Kent. Kent drives inside. Pass off to Downer. Top of the key. 3 on the way. Off the rim. Won't go. Rebound comes down. It's spot for Brielle Miller. Gets it. Downer goes back inside to Springer. Loses the ball. Jalen Kent's got it. Down underneath. Kicks it back out to J.C. Kent. 3 from the left wing. And in and out won't go. Rebound. Jalen Kent fights for it. She has it. Tries to go up, and we're going to have a jump ball called here. And it'll be Falcon basketball. Kent went up for the shot. It was blocked. And they call it jump ball. Trojans have 4 fouls. Falcons 3 here in the second half. 7:02 left in the ball game. Trojans lead at 43-26. Reagan Hagan going to bring it across the timeline. Guarded by Jalen Kent. Off to Dalen Muse on the right wing. Guarded by Brylan Springer. Muse spins. Going to kick it back up top. This is Hagan with it. Or nope, that is Johnson. Kaya Johnson. Off to Jarecki. Jarecki inside to Reagan Hagan now. Turns. Trying to find it. And Jalen Kent's going to get the steal. We're going to have a jump ball called here. This will be Trojan basketball. That was an awful quick jump ball call right there. Trojans do get the basketball. 43-26 your score. Trojans with the lead. Leah Downer back to Brielle Miller. Now to Jalen Kent, right side. Going to try to work it up the middle. Breaks a double team. Throws it down for Jalen. Springer can't get it, and Jalen Kent's going to get it. We're going to have a foul called here, but it's on the floor. I believe this might be on Tyan, which will be her 4th, and it is. Tyan picks up her 4th foul, 4th team foul. Brielle Miller to inbound it. Box set out of the Trojans here, near side. Underneath their own basket. Miller going to get it into Jalen Kent, top of the key. Works to the right side. Elbow. Kicks out to J.C. Kent. Inside it goes to Brielle Miller at the block. Back out to Springer. Back to J.C. Kent. 3 on the way for J.C. Shot just a little. Starting to get tired. Rebound comes down to Leah Downer. Back up top. The Trojans spread it out. Left side. Brielle Miller. Back to Jalen Kent. She'll take the 3. And it's out the back of the rim. Won't go. Rebound comes down. Reagan Hagan has it. Up the floor quickly. And this is going to be Jarecki. Blocked. Jalen Kent hustles down, and they're going to call a foul here. That is not a good call. She had a clean block right there. I mean, this is right in front of me. That was as clean a block as you're ever going to see. Jalen Kent picks up her first foul on a great hustle play. Came back for that block. And that'll send Jarecki to the free throw line for 2. Jarecki's free throw, first one swish. Second point for Katie here this evening. Mark's Pharmacy, Shirley K's Coffee Shop, Medicine Creek Family Dentistry, Mid-Plains Community College, Midwest Liberty Federal Credit Union, M&B Bank, NC Plus Hybrids, Marty Schaefer, Nebraska Corn Processing, and Pinpoint Communications sponsors here this evening. Jarecki hits them both. She's 3 of 4. She got 3 points, all from the charity stripe. 43-28, 15-point Trojan lead. 5:58 left here in the game. Springer gets it back to Jalen Kent. Down the lane, she drives, shoots, and won't go. Rebound comes down to Asia Homa. Homa has it knocked away from behind by Jalen Kent, but picks it back up. Now gets it up to MacArthur. MacArthur, left side it goes. This is Porter with it. That is Porter. Carson Porter, working back up top. Yeah, almost stolen away by Springer. Gets it off to Jarecki. Jarecki going to dribble back up to the top of the key, reset the offense for the Falcons. Jarecki comes right side. This is Porter with it at the wing. Porter looking inside. Can't find anybody because back up top to Tyan. Tying left side to MacArthur on the wing. Looking inside. Jalen Kent Gardner now tips it away. Almost got the steal. MacArthur able to run it down. And got away with the double dribble right there. Homa back to MacArthur. Aaron Johnson getting ready to check back in for the Trojans. MacArthur, right side, it comes to Tyan. Tyan working against Brielle Miller. Gets it over to Porter. Porter trying to drive against Springer. Can't do it. Gets out to MacArthur. Loose ball, but she's able to run it down. And now we're going to have a timeout by the Falcons. Let's keep it right here. Well, let's see. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Bringing the rest of our sponsors here this evening. Quality Urgent Care, River Valley Services, runs a restaurant, Samway Floor Covering and Furniture, Southwest Farm and Auto, Stockman's Bank, Taco John's and McCook, Tri-Valley Health System, Tri-Valley Medical Foundation, Gomke Construction, Valmont Irrigation Bureau, Wireless, Waypoint Bank of Cambridge, Webb's Oilfield Service, and Western Select Genetics, Lance Shiflett, bringing you tonight's ball game. 43-28, Trojans lead it here in the third. And actually, they went back to a full-time help, but that's right. Stats right now for the Falcons leads them with 8 points by Muse with 5. And for the Trojans, it's J.C. Kent with 12 and Brielle Miller with 11. They won the first quarter 17-2, outscored the Falcons 15-3 in the second. Both teams put up 11 on the board. It was 43-26 at the end of the third. It's right now 43-28. The Falcons have scored the only points here in the fourth quarter. 4:47 left. Falcons have the ball. They get it in. MacArthur going to work against Jalen Kent up by the half-court line. Going to try to come down the right side. Jalen Kent stops her. Actually going to turn around, gets the top of the key. Left side it goes to Jarecki. Jarecki up top to Tyan. Guarded by Brielle Miller. Tyan gets back to the back of the game. Madison Carl, first action tonight. Here's Jarecki, short corner shot won't go. Rebound comes down. Fought for Jalen Kent. Has it, gets it out to Brielle Miller. What a great play by Jalen Kent right there. Here goes Brielle Miller down inside. Gets it inside the lane. Lays it up. Can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound. Can't get the shot to go. Gets it out to Aaron Johnson. Her shot won't go. Rebound's tipped around. Fought for. Rylan Springer puts it up. Can't get it, but she's fouled. I believe this is going to be on Jarecki. That'll be her fourth. No, it's on number 22. That is Madison Carlson, her first. Both teams with 5 team fouls here. Mallory Springer checking back in. Going to come in for Brylan Springer. Reagan Hagan back in. She comes in for Carlson. Trojans in a box set underneath their own basket. Miller on this near side. Going to try to get it in. Gets it into Mallory Springer. Back up top, Jalen Kent inside to Aaron Johnson. Skip pass back out to J.C. Kent. Back up top to Jalen Kent. Top of the key. Works to the left side. Off the dribble. Hands it off to Brielle Miller. Miller dribbles back up top. Gets it to J.C. Kent. 3 on the way. J.C. can't get it to go. Rebound. Fought for Mallory Springer. Picks it up for the Trojans. Back up top to Brielle Miller. Miller inside to Johnson. And we're going to have a foul. It's going to be on Tyan. And she's going to be done. The 5'7" junior for the Falcons fouls out of the ball game. And that'll give the Trojans ball underneath their own basket. Ball top. Took him in for J.C. Kent. Rebound spot 4 is picked up by Tomlin. Tomlin back out to Mallory Springer. Her shot on the way, got it. Mallory Springer with 4 points tonight for the Trojans. Gives them back the 17-point lead, 45-28. 3:28 left in the game. This fourth quarter, both teams starting to look a little sluggish here. This is basketball. Both teams used to volleyball and they're not quite in that basketball shape yet. MacArthur with it on the left wing. Dribbles back up top. Working against Jalen Kent. Kent gets it, or excuse me, MacArthur gets it off to Jarecki here on the right wing. Guarded by Tomlin. Throws it inside for Homa down to block. Turnaround jumper won't go. Rebound comes down. Aaron Johnson fighting for it. She picks it up. And now she's going to travel. Turnover on the Trojans. That is number 8 for them tonight. The Falcons have 8 also. I probably missed a few here and there. This is Jarecki to get it in. To get it into Reagan Hagan. Hagan gets to the free throw line. Stops. Looks to shoot. Passes it back out to Jarecki. She'll drive baseline. Gets in against Aaron Johnson. Shots up won't go. They're going to call a foul on Johnson. So both teams with 16 fouls now will shoot free throws the rest of the night. Aaron Johnson picks up her first foul of the season. So both teams with 6 will shoot free throws for the rest of the night on every foul. Jarecki at the free throw line. She's 3 of 4 on the night, make it 4 of 5. All 4 of her points from the charity stripe. Beck's Hybrids, Morgan Schilling, Community First Bank of Trenton, Eldorado Manor, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Nick Wright, Go Light, Happy's Feed Store and Fuel Center, and Jay Distributing, along with Jimmy John, sponsors here this evening. Jarecki's second one, swish. All 5 of her points from the free throw line. She's 5 of 6 from the charity stripe. Miller for the Trojans, working to the right side, gets past Jarecki. Jarecki got to be careful. She's in foul trouble. Miller down the lane, puts it up and in, and she's going to get the and one as Jarecki picks up her 4th foul. And Brielle Miller, now the new scoring leader for the Trojans. Kinship Point, McCook Lettering, O'Brien Electric, Party Electric, Red Willow Chemical, Ruggles Seed, Sodtown Sundry, Southwest Public Power District, Tri-State Spraying Services Incorporated, and Juanita Crossroads bringing you tonight's game. Miller misses the free throw, and it's picked up by Homa. Kicks it out to Porter. 47-30, Trojans up by 17, 2:35 left here in the ball game. Porter on the right side, gets it to Homa on the wing. Back up top it comes to MacArthur. MacArthur, right side to Jarecki. Jarecki looks up top, almost thrown away by Miller, but Reagan Hagen has it. Off to Porter. Porter gets it into Homa. Homa going to try to drive down the lane, loses the ball. It's picked up by Brielle Miller, and then thrown away by Reagan Hagen, and she went over and back. Oh, they're not going to call this. They're going to call a foul instead on Jalen Kent. This was in the backcourt, though. Reagan Hagen had controlled the basketball on her side of the floor, went across the half-court line. And she's going to get a 1-and-1. Jalen Kent picks up her second foul of the ball game. It is the 7th team foul. Both teams with 7 now. And at the free throw line, Reagan Hagen. Aspen Webb checks into the ball game for the Trojans. Free throw on the way, and she's got it. Reagan Hagen hits her first free throw of her high school career. She's got 5 points. You can ask me how I know that because, well, this is the first game of the season, and then she's a freshman. So looking for her second one. Shots on the way. It's off the rim, rolls around and falls. So Hagen goes 6 points now for the Falcons. Leah Downer bringing it up the floor. We're going to have a foul here on Hagen. That's her second foul of the season. And now send Leah Downer to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. She's 2 of 2 on the night. Acres Equipment of McCook, Amateurs Bar and Grill, Brining Truck and Trailer, Cambridge Supermarket, Cambridge Telephone, Channel Seeds, Andrew Carpenter, sponsors here this evening. And Downer misses the first free throw. 47-32, 2:08 left in the ball game. Trojans with the lead, Falcons with the ball. Porter on the right wing. Looking inside. Finds MacArthur. It's almost thrown away, but she ends up picking the Webb. Gets it off to Homa here on the right wing. Homa looking inside. Gets it to Reagan Hagen. Hagen, third. Spin, shoot. It's going to go. Mallory Springer drives baseline. Gets it inside for Johnson. Thrown away by Homa. Homa in a foot race now. Aspen Webb trying to give chase. Here comes Emery Tomlin. Homa throws it up. It won't go. Rebound comes down to the and that was Reagan Hagen with it. Missed the shot, and now we're going to have a jump ball. It'll belong to the Falcons. Trojans are going to get the win tonight. They're going to win their first game of the season. Falcons will go to 0-1. Minute 25 left in the game. Checking in for the Falcons is number 22, Madison Carlson. And one more checked in. I think that might be Tinas checking into the ballgame. It is number 11, Reese Tinas. And now here's a shot from Carlson. Going to be fouled. I believe it's on Aaron Johnson. Aaron Johnson picks up her second. 47-32 your score. Trojans up by 15. A minute 23 left in the ball game. Carlson, free throw on the way. Off the back of the rim, missed it. Carlson will get another one, though. Carlson's second one on the way. Rolls off the rim, won't go. Johnson gets the rebound. Kicks it out to Aspen Webb down on the right wing. Going to drive. Going to get inside. Puts a nice shot up. Won't go. Rebound Downer. She puts it up. Can't get it to go. Rebound's tipped around, and it's going to be fought for. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Emery Tomlin. And it'll be Falcon basketball. 1:11 left in your ball game. 47-32. Trojans are up. both teams struggle a little bit right now here in the fourth quarter. See the legs starting to go away. And here's a three from Reagan Hagan. It's short off the front of the rim. Aspen Webb with the rebound. And has it knocked away. Picks up, gets it to Mallory Springer. Throws it down the floor. Leah dive inside. Puts the shot up off the glass and in. Downer with 7 now for the Trojans. Reagan Hagan will bring it up for the Falcons. 45 seconds left. 49-32. Trojans by 17. And it's going to be off the hands of Kaya Johnson and out of bounds. It'll be Trojan basketball. Another turnover by the Falcons. Mallory Springer to get it inbounds. Gets it into Aspen Webb. She'll cross the timeline left side. Gets it down to Johnson on the block. Spin move into the middle of the lane. Oh, no foul called. Aaron Johnson said, "Man, you grabbed a hold of my arm." Ball's loose for the Falcons. It's underneath the Trojan basket. It's still knocked around. Now it goes out of bounds, and it'll go to the Trojans. So the Trojans are about underneath their own basket here on the near side. Aspen Webb inbound. A box set for Cambridge. Webb slaps the ball, sends the Trojans in motion to get it into Downer here on the near corner. Downer back up top to Aaron Johnson. Skip pass on the other side. Emery Tallman going to try to drive. Gets to the short corner. Backs it up. Kicks it out to Mallory Springer. Springer goes inside to Aaron Johnson. Ball taken away. We're going to have a jump ball, and it'll belong to the Trojans. 17 seconds left here in the ball game. Trojans are up 49-32. They have the ball underneath their own basket. Box set. Webb to inbound it. Webb gets it into Aaron Johnson here in the corner. Back up top to Tallman. Now back to Webb. 3 on the way from Aspen Webb. Can she match her brother Paxton Ross's threes? No, it goes out of bounds. It'll be Falcon basketball. Wearing that old number 11 of Paxton Ross there is Aspen Webb. Just a sophomore here for the Trojans. Excuse me, freshman. Freshman here for the Trojans. Here's Reagan Hagan for 3. Can't get the shot to go. And the foul is on Webb. And that'll send Hagan to the free throw line for 3. So Webb picks up the first foul of her career. Still looking for that first point. 1.2 left here in the ball game. As I said, the Trojans going to get the win to go to 1-0. Falcons will fall to 0-1 to start the season. Trojans will play Juanita Palisade tomorrow night. A game that can be heard right here on 102.1. Hagan hits the first free throw. She is 3 of 3 tonight, trying to make it 4 of 4 and then 5 of 5. Reagan Hagan, and this one's short, airball. Won't see that many times from her, I'm sure. Lifetime Eye Care, Lockenauer Jones Mortuary. Sponsors here this evening. Reagan Hagan's free throw off the rim won't go, so she goes 1 of 3. Rebound Mallory Springer, and that's going to end the ball game. 49-33, the Trojans with the victory here to open the season. We're going to take a break. We'll be back here with your Cabelli Physical Therapy post-game show and get ready for boys action. We'll give you the stats and then get ready for boys action right after this on True Country Radio, 102.1 KZMC.
Is your commercial and industrial heating, air conditioning, and refrigeration equipment not running the way it used to? Are you worried about the lifespan of equipment your facility relies on? I'm Mark Griffin with McCook Mechanical Services, and I'm a firm believer in preventative maintenance. Call me today to discuss how to improve the lifespan of your equipment. 737-9315.
Commercial heating, refrigeration, and air conditioning. McCook Mechanical Services. Growing relationships one crop at a time. Red Willow Chemical.
Getting more from your fields is a hot topic, and for good reason. It's why we offer fertilizer catalysts and biostimulants. Corn trial